How well do you know the burn mechanics in this game? By the end of this video, you'll know what the burn status means, how it interacts with the Flower Demon Lily, how burn stacking works, and a surprising burn gacha. Stay tuned for all the details. In my video about the poison meta, I got a lot of comments regarding the burn status. For example, Manasit Patara Samsakul 1825 asked if burn causes the negative 25% fire reduction or not when the MVP is poisoned. Next, Fatty-san also mentioned using 2 stacks of burning and wondering if the poison tail interferes with the burn. Furthermore, Jonder also mentioned a fire build with the Farlo Kaho card and Matchstick Mouth, and a build where he got great damage with fire elemental gear to melt MVPs. Thus began my journey to figure out what burn stacking was and its interaction with the poison meta. So what exactly is the burn mechanic and what potential is there? Especially now that it applies to MVPs in certain instances, and of course this always had affected players as well. From the Traveler's notes, the burn mechanic causes HP loss every second, MDef is decreased, received fire damage is increased, and HP and SP will not recover naturally. Against a target, one of the more interesting things is the fire damage increase. This is caused by the negative 25% reduction per burn, and yes, you can stack it multiple times depending on how many sources you have. For example, Ronin's Light skill has a 100% chance to burn. Some other classes can burn as well. You can also use the Magic Firewood Dancing Flame and the Farlo Kaho Star card for other burn sources. Each of these can stack more burn to reduce fire reduction, but it requires a different source for each stack. This is definitely something that's not intuitive, but I think if you did PvP long enough you would know this interaction, but if your focus is on PvE like I am, then you might not have known about this mechanic. Now, if you need BCC to get some gachas from the Time Wish machine, then try Smile.1. Smile.1 allows you to get discounted BCC and premiums for Ragnarok Mobile. You can see the discounted prices here, and then at the bottom, a wide variety of payment methods for lots of flexibility. Smile.1 has been around for more than 8 years and have plenty of global business partners for other games too. Click the link in the description to begin saving today. Thanks to Smile.1 for sponsoring this video. Next, I'll do some testing against my wife's Fiery Fairy Saint. This is important because we need to see the fire reduction on an actual target. It's hard to verify this against an MVP, although I assure you that it is the same thing, as stacking burns does apply to MVPs as well. First, does the Flower Demon Valley Lily affect the burn's negative 25% fire reduction? Well, let's find out. I've just equipped Flower Demon Valley Lily Tail, and you can see this visually. I showed that she has 163.9% fire reduction. I start hitting her and her fire reduction goes down 25% to 138.9%. This is caused by Ronin's Light. I have no other burn sources. Also notice that even though I'm hitting her a lot, their burn stacking does not increase because I just have one source of burn. The same burn source doesn't cause additional stacking. Also, this does prove that the Flower Demon Valley Lily does not affect the fire damage reduction. Even though poison can mess things up for the burn for the state damage, it thankfully doesn't affect the fire reduction. Next, I equip Magic Firewood so I get 2 stacks potentially. I hit for a little bit and now her fire reduction goes down 50%, from 163.9% fire reduction down to 113.9%. Next, I equip my third source of burn, which is the Dancing Flame. After a while, her fire reduction goes down to 88.9%, which is an amazing 75% fire reduction from before. You might be wondering, why on earth would you use Dancing Flame for a non-auto attack class? After all, the text says, when auto attacking has a 10% chance to apply burn effect on the target for 3 seconds. If you look at romhandbook.com, you can confirm something. If you scroll down to the formula, you can see the condition says all skills, which includes auto attack and normal skills. You can compare this to the weapon Heavens, which has an auto attack condition too for triggering Fallen Star. But if you look at the condition, it is a normal skill only, which is auto attack. So if you didn't know, Dancing Flame does work with skills too, and is a burning gacha that some people may miss because they think it only works for auto attackers, because either the devs coded it wrong or the text is incorrect. Next, how can you take advantage of this burn stacking? I've seen people using multiple burn gachas and the Poison Tail in instances like Echoing Corridor to deal with those tough mobs. I didn't know why you would have multiple sources, but now it makes sense. You can convert to fire and then kill them off quickly because their fire reduction is reduced so much. If you're semi-free to play, you can try investing in the Face and the Poison Tail to help you deal with tough mobs in other instances as well. I do agree that this can be a cheaper way to get a big damage boost, and the mouth is dropped by the mini Chapette, so it's quite easy to get. I was also trying out the burn stacking in White Star Airship. It does have some potential. It's definitely something you can play around with if you want to go all in on fire damage. Jonder's comment about his experience is nice as a testimony to its power. You can also assist your teammate by providing the burn status so they don't have to swap in their own gachas to do this as well. This can be a nice way to help out your Ronin DPS. But do keep in mind you can't use this in instances like Museum, Lost Isles, or PSR, so if you are free to play, focus on getting more generic tails and face gachas from the Time Wish machine that can be used anywhere. Are you using burn stacking? Which classes are you using this on? Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Here's a video that I would recommend, and if you want more meta tips, check out this playlist over here.